ગરમી સવારે કેટલી થઈ ગઈ.
Now, in this video, you're going to hear some information that is going to blow your mind about the miracle that took place on that plane. So let me get into some of this article. Then I'm going to get into these video clips and show you what's going on. So, miracle of seat 11A. British passenger named as survivor of Air India plane going down as he reveals his brother is still missing. Now, as you know, YouTube zings you for certain words. So certain things you're going to hear me switch up, but you'll be able to see them right on the screen. This right here is a picture of this individual that this video is about. This here is Vishwas Kumar Ramesh, okay, an Indian citizen who was on the plane that went down. We'll go more into that. A British national has been named as the only survivor of an Air India plane carrying 242 people that went down in the city of Ahmedabad yesterday. Now, is Vishwas Kumar Ramesh told the Hindustan Times he heard a loud noise around 30 seconds after takeoff before the plane plummeted to the earth. It all happened so quickly, he said, adding that he was left with impact injuries. When I got up, there were bodies all around me. I was scared. I stood up and ran. There were pieces of the plane all around me. Somebody grabbed hold of me and put me in an ambulance and brought me to the hospital. Check out this clip here where they're going to go into a little bit more detail about it. And then I'm going to follow it up with some more footage that'll blow your mind.
Reports coming in that one man has survived on that plane. The local police have said the survivor was sitting in seat 11A and is now receiving treatment in hospital. It's not clear how he survived, but parts of the plane appear to be intact after the crash. So earlier we were being told it was believed that there would have been 0 survivors in terms of the passengers on that plane. But hearing from local police now that one man survived the plane crash and is now in hospital receiving treatment. Some reports.
Okay, now, not only did he survive it, but what I'm going to show you is really going to blow your mind. Air India Flight 171, a Boeing 787 Dreamliner, careened back to the earth in a densely populated Magani area of the city, hitting doctors' accommodation and a student canteen minutes after leaving the runway at about 1 p.m. local time. Pictures have emerged showing chunks of the plane's fuselage and tail protruding from a demolished building. Mr. Ramesh said he had lived in that building for 20 years and was traveling with his brother at that time that the plane went down. Video footage shared online showed a man walking around in the wreckage of the plane going down, although it had not been condemned to be Mr. Ramesh. Now, this right here, as you can see, is a picture of the ticket. Seat 11A, going to Ramesh Vishwas Kumar. Previously, police had reported that there were no survivors from the crash, but this appears to have been premature. And wait till you see, not only was it premature, but when you see it, you're not going to believe what you're going to be looking at. A pilot told LBC he believed it was a tragic accident and believed it was likely down to pilot error. An investigation is underway to establish the cause of the crash. So already Boeing is covering their tracks and already saying, oh, it's likely a pilot error when they don't know. And it's not like Boeing hasn't been having issues after issues for years. And I get it. Nothing's 100%, but damn, Boeing, there's no other airline company that's going through or manufacturer going through like they are. Now, granted, it could be because they produce the most, where, of course, they're going to have more errors. Or it could have just be that under their leadership, they're putting out a terrible product. He said the 787 was a phenomenal aeroplane that was an absolute dream to fly. What we have to realize is errors, mistakes can happen at any time, and people are only human. There is no single manufacturing process in the world, in the entire world, which is flawless. Boeing will strive to do as much as they possibly can to iron out as much as they possibly can and iron out any errors. Experts have said that looking at the footage of the plane's final moments, it appeared it may have been on the wrong flap setting, which could have led to the plane going down. Okay, so real quick now, what I want to show you is there's actual footage of the survivor. Check this out. So not only did he make it, he made it and was able to walk away from that crash. He might be limping. In the article, what he said is he got up and took off running. Now, you know, some people would say that was it, adrenaline, and, you know, he might have collapsed later on. But to me, looked like not only did he run out of it, but he kept on going. And you can see he's being annoyed with everybody trying to touch on him and everything. After surviving something like that, knowing you have a family member that's still in that wreckage has got to be just overwhelming, because you're looking at that saying, oh, my God, did I make it? And then you're like, oh, where's my bro? But he got to get himself to safety and get away from there. And they got him to a hospital, and that's him laying up in the bed, eyes open, probably still in shock. That's the ticket, seat 11A. And that's him walking after everything went on. Now, let's check out this report here. If you're enjoying this video, do me a solid, hit that thumbs up, because I will never ask you for a cash app or a super chat. Your thumbs up, it helps spread the information out. And if you aren't subscribed to the channel, subscribe. Even if you are subscribed to the channel, either way, make sure you hit the notification bell and select all. That way you'll be notified when I upload new videos. YouTube doesn't always share the notifications with everybody, but if you hit the notification bell and select all, you will be notified when I upload new videos. Now, the next thing that I do want to show, and you know, this may be a little bit of sensitive, but we do have the video of the actual footage of when it actually took off, the full-fledged footage of that. And right here, here's a picture of the fuselage hanging out of the building that it went into. And I'm going to play this video clip here of the actual takeoff to finish the actual footage. And even before that, check out this video here of these two UK nationals, a video they shot right before boarding the plane, man. You know, it just shows you really appreciate every day, every moment that you have, because you just never know what's right around the corner. And like I say, this is sensitive. If there's children around, parental discretion is advised. Just wanted to let you know. So
we are in the airport, just boarding. Goodbye, India.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
10-hour flight back to England.
Going back happily calm.
So that was that footage right there, man. They were really, really happy. And this is the actual footage of the entire sequence from when it took off to when it went down. Wow. So as you saw, when it was going up, it looked like it was kind of drifting to the left some already. Now check out this news report that that goes more in detail as far as on what it took place and whatnot. We'll check this out too.
An Air India passenger plane with over 240 people on board has crashed Thursday in India's northwestern city of Ahmedabad, according to the airline and local media. Local Moham Nakum filmed the smoke billowing from the crash site near the airport in Ahmedabad as onlookers watched on in shock. Civil aviation authorities told the Associated Press that Air India flight AI-171, a Boeing 787, crashed into a residential area 5 minutes after taking off around 1 p.m. local time. The flight was bound for London's Gatwick Airport. Officials said emergency teams have been activated. According to the Aviation Safety Network database, this is the first crash ever of a Boeing 787 aircraft.
Wow. Wow. So it's unfortunate what happened out there in India. I would want to bring you the news because that's amazing, that miracle that individual, and it just shows that when it's not your time, it's not your time. In a situation like that, that individual's odds, Varesh's odds of surviving something like that would be 1,000,000 to 1, maybe even higher than that. And obviously, you know, he definitely had the blessings and the angels all around him. At least that's how I see it. You know, he might not feel that way, you know, depending on what happened with his brother or the other people. They say that some people, after they survive something like that, they have survivors like guilt, where they wonder, why are they the ones that made it? how come, especially he might feel like his brother was a better man than him and that the brother deserved to make it. So, it's going to be interesting how his life continues after that. Does he see it as like a renewed gift and attack it like, yes, man, I'm here for a reason. Let me pursue my passion and see what type of impact I'm supposed to make here on this planet? Or does he look at it with survivor's guilt and live the rest of his life grief-ridden, wishing that thinking it should have been him as opposed to those people? Who knows? Anybody's guess. But I know that I'm blessed and I'm happy that you're here. And today's my birthday. So regardless of what was going on, with today being my birthday, June the 12th, I just wanted to make sure that I still jumped on and I shared some information with my peeps. So I may not be putting out multiple videos today. It may only be one. I got my grandchildren, my wife, they got things planned for me for today. So, we got to enjoy the moment, especially looking at something like this. Those brothers from the UK that shot that video, all of us have a limited number of heartbeats and we don't know, when our card is going to be pulled and when our time is up. We have limited numbers of breath. Every breath we breathe, every heartbeat we have puts us one step closer to, us taking our journey on to the next level, to the next life, to heaven, whatever it is that you see fit. So we got to live for the day, plan for tomorrow, but live for the day. Enjoy, love, kiss your family members, tell somebody you love them. Really look at the food you eat today. Look at it and really think about what it is. Think about all the things that had to take place for you to enjoy that sandwich, the wheat that had to be harvested to make that bread, the animals or the vegetables that had to be grown and harvested to get that lettuce, those tomatoes, or that turkey, or that ham, or whatever it is. A lot of things had to take place for this particular moment for you to enjoy that sandwich, whether it be the juice, whether it be just waking up, walking outside and having transportation to get to and from your place of business, having a roof over your head, whether it's a mansion or whether it's a one-room shack. You've got shelter. Clothes might not be name brand, but dang it, you ain't walking around naked. So there's so many things to be grateful for. Again, I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for you. So I want to make sure that you, if you haven't already, hit that like button, leave a comment. Tell me, what do you think about this Soul Survivors miracle? Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And most importantly, make sure that you stay safe and you be great. I'm Brian Maxwell saying I look forward to seeing you at the top. Over and out, y'all.